It's a sunny day in Liverpool and they are burning daylight. Mia and Dion, hello.
Hi.
Good to be here.
It is so good to meet you. You've been on a journey, to say the least, a real journey. And at the rehearsal, things started to come together, it seemed. How did it go for you?
It went so amazingly. It was such a feeling of excitement and freedom afterwards, and just so nice to finally see all the abstract ideas that we've been like rehearsing in dry rooms without all the beautiful lights behind us and the smoke and everything, for it to just become reality and to experience it and feel it all while singing.
Yeah, I agree. Just like you said, it all comes together now here in the arena. We step in the arena for the first time, we look around, we step on our disc, we do our act for the first time, and we're here, this is what it's all about.
Now that disc, is it dangerous? Is it moving? Do you lose your balance?
Well, it is moving. We're trained professionals at this point, so we will not lose our balance. That's the idea.
I've been rehearsing a lot on treadmills, let's just say that, because I had definitely at first, one leg is a little taller than the other one, so at first I was like a little bit imbalanced, but I've perfected it. I know what muscles to use and everything.
A lot of tensing, I imagine.
Exactly, yeah. No.
And is there someone choreographing your movement, or were y'all told go free flow?
Yeah, kind of a mix. So we started off with the act, and Duncan Lawrence and Jordan Garfield really helped us shape the act. And then Sophia Mason, she's a choreographer.
Yeah, dancer, choreographer, artist.
And she kind of helped us along with our movement, but based on what feels natural to the both of us.
Oh, okay.
So that we're not being put in a mold or something. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of a collaborative effort.
But it's
to
definitely
get us
important
to this
since
point.
it's like a moving disc and there's cameras and everything. You need to make sure that you're ending at the right time, that we're not in front of each other or not with our backs to the camera at all times. So it was definitely important to cue certain movements and things.
Mathematical.
Okay.
Yeah.
We get common Linnets vibes. There's an intimacy. Was that an inspiration?
Not per se, but it's definitely a very beautiful song, and the performance was great of theirs.
Yeah, no, we didn't, because we didn't write this song for Eurovision in particular. We just wrote it, and then only 2 years after, the idea came to submit it for Eurovision. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't really inspired by Eurovision or by an Eurovision act. But
it happened like that.
There is a chance for an intimate storytelling between the two of us, and that's really great. Yeah.
And the lights really enhance that, I think. Could you tell us about the mood you're creating with those lights?
Yeah, it kind of feels like a dawn, like a dawning of a new age or like a new life, and our song has a natural progression from also in our dynamic and in our storytelling. It starts off kind of small and it ends really big and it ends really hopeful. Yeah. And the lights kind of mimic that as well. So they
really enhance that feeling.
Yeah.
It starts a little bit more dreamy and glowy, and then it just builds and builds, and it helps.
Like your confidence, because over the past maybe month, we've seen you kind of assert yourself more, I'd say. Do you find that? Are you feeling more assertive, more confident?
I would say yeah.
Yeah,
I
definitely feel really good and comfortable and confident with the act and with what we're doing together. And I think the two of us are closer than ever before, which is really great. That's all that we need to get up on that stage and really deliver the story together.
Yeah.
Right. And how do you know each other? What's the backstory?
So the backstory is that I was friends with Duncan and Jordan Garfield, his partner and co-writer for the song, and Dion was friends with them separately, and we knew of each other, and Dion also worked already with them, and I only wrote with Jordan. Then me, Jordan, and Duncan one evening wrote this, the bare bones of this song, and then we decided, or Duncan actually had the idea or epiphany to ask Dion to make it a duet with me, and then I said yes, because I loved his voice, and I was curious to meet him. I heard so much about him, and then we met in the studio and we rewrote it to make sense for both of our artistries, and then the outro existed that day, and you can take it over.
And then from that point on, I mean, that was the fun thing. The first time we met was while finishing this song, which is such a crazy start of a journey that we didn't even know was going to be a journey. So after that, we've seen each other a couple times, but we weren't really in very much close contact.
Not at all.
And when we started with the whole process of submitting the song and creating the act, and then we were picked by our country to represent our country, that's when we
started to like hang out, talk to each other a lot, get to know each other,
like,
and then
every day.
I definitely feel like the last month getting closer to Liverpool, it just like it was like the pressure cooker also within our dynamic of who we are as people and also as friends, and we really grew towards each other.
It's quite intense to sing a duet together on stage in front of millions of people, and you were getting to know each other in this process. At first, when you're looking into each other's eyes, was it awkward?
No, never.
No, I think that from the first moment you walked into the room, we had like a good click together. Like we felt like we've known each other,
It
some
was
sort of
comfortable.
reminds you of a friend, like that kind of idea.
Yeah.
So we felt good from moment one.
Yeah,
That's just great.
I never felt awkward looking into Dion's eyes.
It's so romantic.
Great. Which is great. Yeah, we can try that with the people at home.
And we heard the term burning daylight is from one of your grandmothers?
No, it's Jordan's grandmother.
Yeah.
Jordan's grandmother apparently always used to say that, like, watch out, burning daylight or something.
Yeah, what are you doing? Oh, nothing, just burning
Yeah,
daylight.
that was-
It's kind of like, well, a metaphor for like kind of just wasting the day away.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And
Yeah. So Jordan came with that.
Oh, well, thank you, Jordan.
Right? And Jen, what was her name again? Mimi? No, I
don't know her name.
I don't know. I forgot. Sorry.
And some of the lyrics are maybe a little depressing sometimes, like I don't believe in God anymore, or yeah, I guess. Do you think ultimately the song is hopeful? Could you just maybe explain the lyrics to people who may not understand?
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. So the thing about the lyrics is that we're talking about our own experiences of being at a point that doesn't work for us. So we're sad or we're feeling down or something in our life is not right, and it makes us want to change. And like the universal thing about that is, as humans, we all have that. We all like lose a parent at a certain point, or we like a relationship that breaks up. So we all
go through those things,
yeah,
you know?
we're like, it makes us more the same than we are different.
Yeah.
But then acknowledging that as a part of life, and acknowledging that as like a springboard for growth, and leaving behind the old in favor of the new, that's where like the goodbye old life, like I'm consciously deciding to go for something better. And that's ultimately the message of the song.
It's basically sharing just a very vulnerable state to be in as a human being, and the thought process you have when you are in that state, and then the realization of that being part of being human, and by accepting that, you can actually just let it flow instead of running away from it and chase highs.
Yeah.
It's quite touching, actually. And on Dutch TV recently, you were very open, you were very honest about how you made the decision to tweak the song slightly for Liverpool.
Yeah.
Could you tell people who haven't heard that what you did and why?
Yeah, so what we did was we changed the keynote, the tone
The key of the song.
Sorry, that was like a very like Dutch translation towards English. So we changed the key of the song to a key that fitted both of our natural range of our voices better, so that it was like a more natural way of singing it. And it was actually really weird because the now key of the song that fits us both really well apparently has been like tattooed on my finger for 3 years already. Because I had this tattoo done like 3 years ago. It's F sharp, and F sharp is now the key that we sing it in live, and it just works perfectly. And it was such a magical moment when we found the key with the guitar.
It was in you all along,
right?
Crazy. Yeah, we all got like goosebumps from it. We were like, oh my god. Yeah.
Wow. And I mean, I guess this explains the change in confidence, perhaps, because during your rehearsal, y'all ready to go. Is it like lifting a weight, having changed?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like this key. What we found out is that it allows us to tell the story just with much more ease, and it, like Mia said, it fits our voices better, so we can sing it in a slightly different way. It's just easier to convey the emotion and to tell the story, and that's what it's all about. So it's me and Mia locking eyes, knowing what we're gonna sing and knowing what we're gonna share, and then the confidence of being able to do that with your natural range, like that just feels really good and like as it's supposed to be, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, we want to know, are these good feelings going to continue after Eurovision, maybe with an album of duets?
I mean, we definitely keep the door open for collaboration because it's been such a lovely collaboration together, and to sing together feels really great. But I think we've so far always been focused on our own artistry, and we came into this project as different artists. But that being said, the door is open. We'll definitely probably write more, whether it's for each other's projects or whatever, but I think the way that we both work is very natural. The same that this song was never intended for Eurovision. I think whatever we'll do together, it'll just be an organic movement of things how they're supposed to go, I guess.
I feel that.
And I guess in recent weeks, there's been a lot of chatter. Is there anything about your story, your collaboration, you want to tell your side of? You want to, clarify anything? Send a message?
About our collaboration?
Your collaboration, your music, your journey.
Oh, I love that question.
I feel that what's very special to me is that Eurovision, on the one hand, is amazing and beautiful and unlike you've ever experienced before. But on the other hand, it's also something very new and like to be in the public eye for the first time. And so we had an opportunity to really live every word of our song. And I think that we both had moments throughout this journey of being vulnerable and being human, and like, it's all so much right now. I can't find any joy anymore.
Yeah.
Where did I go? Like, so.
And chasing highs, like losing yourself while doing it, because you're chasing the high of this like really big
biggest stage in the world.
For me personally, I've only been on stage like 21 times before this.
You count specifically. That's incredible.
Because
gonna be 22.
this is going to be 20. No, it's like, it's just genuinely, I've not been on stage as much as a performer because I've mainly developed myself as an artist in the studio, Okay. So for me, that was like a very like big step to like get used to. But for some reason, with the help of Dion, who has a lot of more experience on stage, and the help of Duncan, I've really found a way to do it as me and feel confident and good about it, which is really nice. And just like the team, the team building that exists when you go through something hard together, it just makes it really strong. When you look at each other in the eye and you're also honest with each other, but also with yourself of what it does to you as a human. And that's literally what our song is about. So to be honest, it's kind of a beautiful situation.
Yeah.
I feel like your bond is so much tighter even through this interview. It's like therapy up in here. Well, while we're disclosing, I'm actually getting very emotional because hearing your story, I almost feel guilty for my part in sort of critiquing you, because when you do these videos, you kind of forget there are people on the other side. And I've been on the other side of that myself. And so let me just say, perhaps my words came off too harsh. Perhaps I should have slept more, chosen my words more carefully.
Always sleep more and drink more water.
There you go. Look at these bags. It's not happening. But you are such kind, warm people, and I do wish you the best, really.
Thank you so much.
And I just want to hug it out.
Yeah.
I just want to hug it out.
That's the way we do it too. we hug a lot.
Mia and Dion, the Netherlands, semi-final one. We're wishing you a lot of luck. This is just the beginning, and we can't wait to see how things pan out for you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, honey. Oh, but before we go, you are luscious, and so we have lush goodie bags for each of you.
Funny story, I used to work in a LUSH for like a week in Amsterdam. Yeah, when I was like 17.
Is it okay to ask why you quit?
I don't remember. The thing was, I walked into this store and it made me realize, I've worked there for like a week. I forgot, because I had a lot of different jobs that I tried out for a week.
Okay. Experimenting musically, professionally.
Exactly. Yes. But thank you for this.
You're so welcome. And it's not an insult saying you need soap, because you smell amazing. Just enjoy.